Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me again. This is Gazbeard. We're in Subsistenceland, and we're huddled up nicely in front of our new wood-burning stove, keeping warm, because look at this. Look at what has happened outside since the end of the last episode. I mean, it's, we've gone full blizzard. Look at it. Good God. It's definitely not nice. And the worst part about it is, if we look at our clothing, we are still in our lightweight summer clothes. We don't even have a pair of boots as yet. So we have got a pretty major problem to get through this winter. And I'm not sure what we can do about the clothing side of it. Let's just have a quick look. If we want to make, for example, a medium weight t-shirt, we need cloth, feathers and cordage. And for medium pants, the same. But if we want to go into heavy duty pants, we need padded cloth and iron fragments and rope. And the same in a heavy duty t-shirt. If we want a sweater, we need cotton and cloth and rope. Now, rope needs sinew to make it, and we don't have any sinew at all. We can only get it from killing the moose, or from the locked crates, or from killing the pumas, cougars, whatever they're called, the mountain lions. So, we're not geared up for that. We don't have the defensive gear. Right, we're going to struggle, but we can make at least medium weight t-shirt and pants. It's going to clean out our stocks. What did it say we needed? Feathers was the other thing. Right, so let's make a medium weight t-shirt. And let's make a medium weight pants. And we'll put these back into here. Alright, so medium weight t-shirt. Leather boots. We need sinew. We don't have any sinew. We do now have a lockpick for the locked chests, the locked crates, if we find one. But what I'm going to do today, I'm not going to be wandering very far away from this log burner while the weather is like this. Let's go and give the base a little expansion. Just have a look-see at what we can spot out there. Well, there's some fibre out there, but I'm not seeing much else that's making it worthwhile to go running around any distance. Let's get this expansion done. Just check the floor planks run that way. Okay, so number 6 goes there, and number 5 goes on there. Then put that one on there. 5 goes, oops, come on, there. Jump here a minute, close the door, and we're going to move this. And we're not going to get it. I have to go like that. Well, that's that one done. And then we want a roof up there. Got 2 roofs pre-made. Number 5 goes up there. That way on. And then 6 goes that way on. And then just so we don't have all the heat escaping out of there, even though there's no glass in the windows. Yeah, I know. But let's pretend. Number 5 is a wood ceiling, which is going to go that way on. We can recycle that wood, or not recycle, but reuse that wood ceiling at a later date when we expand the base that away another width, because between the two these slopes will move out, and then between them we'll have a flat roof. We can use the ceilings for that flat roof. Right. We've got a little bit more visibility now, which means that we can afford to run out for a little bit. Just check. Top up there. There we go. Close the door, keep the heat in. And let's just have a look at what we can spot. Well, we've got some cordage or something down here on the beach. Let's grab that. Medicinal herb, is it? Looks like it. Got a blueberry down here. I see a chest across there, but I don't see the usual... Well, there's the bear up on the hill and the wolf's over there. We're going to struggle to get past them. Let's just give them a second to get out of the way. See if we can dodge them. It's a medical chest. There's probably very little in this. Yeah, there was more than I expected. In the winter, the medical chests are very, very poor. Oh, and there's the bear. And we're going to struggle to get back around him. But we'll go for it. Well, we didn't aggro him. I'd like to get that fibre, but that wolf is just waiting. Oh, there's a metal up there as well. Where's that wolf going to go? That metal's just despawned. Right, we stole that fibre off the wolf. Get that metal. Let's check the wolf's not following us. He's not. See what we can get. We're not getting any warnings about being too cold yet. But looks like those medium weight clothes have certainly helped us out. Not seeing very much in the way of harvestables at all. Let's get some firewood collected. Just listen to the sound of the footsteps on the snow. That's exactly what it sounds like, isn't it? Absolutely excellent job by the developer. Any herbs or anything down there? No. And we're coming up to the end of the day already. Look, sun's setting. Look at that sunset. Wow. There's a deer just run past the base, but I need to get the wood and the grub out of this tree to our left, because I'm not chasing a deer all over the map in the dark in the middle of winter. That's pretty much a suicide mission to do that. Right, let's get back into the base. We've not collected much today at all. That's because I've been messing around on the base. That deer's on the beach. I mean, if I could be sure he would stay on the beach, then we could go for him. But I don't think we can be sure that that's what would happen. Right, and we ended up getting 50 odd biofuels off rendering that fat that we'd built up, which is excellent. Even though I used a few to make some extra fire starting kits, so we actually I'm gonna have to eat that berry. We very probably got quite a few more than that. Yeah, we're desperate for food. And today might be the very last chance that we get to go fishing, so I think what I will do is drop down, try to get some fish. How many fishing? We've got 5 fishing kits. Let's do that. We do need to have a drink anyway, so we're going to need to refill the canteen. Let's just do that first. Oh, right. I'll stand here and stay next to the heat. Fishing rod out. Cast it right across the far side. Ooh, too far. Look back a bit. Get it in some water that the fish are likely to swim in. Oh, good bite. Yes! Straight away. Like a small... Excuse me. Looks like a small fish. Probably a lake trout or something. Can't get round. Yeah. Just refill the canteen while we're here. Let's get back up under here, get into the influence of the fire. Let's try and get a cast across in that direction. We can get a salmon across there. Not seeing anything that looks like nibbles. Oh, there we go. Come on, take the bait, take the bait. Pull it in a little bit, see if we can tempt the fish with a bit of movement on the bait. No. Hold on, very quiet. Right, we'll bring it in, we'll recast, put it in a new area. Cast it from here. Perfect. exactly where we'd want it. Back into the influence of the fire. Oh yeah, good strong nibbles going on there. Lots of interest in that bait. Oh, come on, before the lake freezes up and we lose the tackle. There we go. Good strong bite. Still think that's only a small fish. Lake trout or similar. Not sure that... Well, it could be a salmon. It wasn't fighting very strongly when I first hooked it. Yes, that's what we want. Right, let's get indoors. So we're going to have grilled salmon and grilled trout for breakfast. Put the fishing rod away. Let's just get crouched down in front of this thing. Like that. Get them on the go. Swap those canteens over. Just to go chest. So, not a bad little fishing session that. A salmon and a trout. That's the type of thing that we want. Need to get more vegetables though. But we're not going to be able to do much about the vegetables until we can get the grow beds down. I mean, we could actually put a grow bed down, but it's not going to get very much light at the moment, is the problem. Yum yum, salmons for breakfast. Let's just get them eaten. Get our proteins built up, seeing that our fruit and veg is going to be so low. And we'll probably have to eat that trout straight away as well, to try and compensate for the low fruit and veg. The low carbohydrates. There we go. Right, let's put that oil back in the chest. Right, how much power and... Oh, we're full. Excellent. Power and mass. Well, the next thing that we want to make is the refinery for the bed. We could make the bed, but it's going to use all of our feathers if we do that. The refinery, 12 scrap, 12 electronics, 10 planks. And we do need to get that done, because we need to start converting some of these ores into usable fragments. That's used all the power and mass that the base has got. So we're going to have to wait for that to rebuild again. There we are. There's the refinery. And where are we going to put that then? I think what we'll do is we'll just put that immediately round the corner from the fire. Good location there for it. Get down on the floor there. We'll get in as tight as we can to that corner. Not quite right. Come on, get into place. There we go. That takes some of the pressure off this chest, because we can move all of these ores across. 5 different ores. We can just store them in here. So iron ore and copper ore and zinc, and then potassium and sandstone, and we are very low on sandstone. I've usually got 4 or 5 times that amount by the time the first winter arrives. Okay, so what we will do is I'm going to initially get 20 of them done, but we've got to wait for the electricity and mass to rebuild on the base before we can run the refiner. And you can see it is coming up, but the refiner takes out 0.5 electric per second, whereas the base only generates on its own account 0.33. So we need to let this build up, and then we'll get those iron fragments done, because we'll need iron fragments for different things initially. Like I said, the bed's going to use up all our feathers if we get that made right now, and we don't really need to make it right now. We don't need the base light right now either. Probably the small power generator is going to be our next production, because we can use that to boost the electric. Then after that we'll get the power storage and the mass storage done, so we can store more of it. That will then let us get the workbench made, which right now requires more power and more mass than we can currently store. And then we'll need, in fact, before we can do the workbench, we'll need to get either the recycler or the mass fabricator, or both. And before we start putting them into place, we need to finish the expansion of the building. So we need to expand this foundation that way by 1, and this foundation that way by 1. And prior to that, we'll need to be in a position to get lots of glass made, because we're going to be using glass walls across there so that we can put planters on the inside. Right, so that's a new day arrived, and before it gets too late into the day and eats into the next episode's time allocation, I'm going to wrap this video up there for a short one today. We got the refinery done. We got some nice fishing done, and that was about it really. A little bit of looting before sunset. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. This is Gazbeard signing out of Subsistence, and requesting that you leave your comments and questions down below in the comments section. You can just say hi. Subscribe to the channel, give the videos a like. Look forward to seeing you. As always from me, it's not goodbye, it's just bye for now.